And hello, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome to another setting of Rage Across New York, where the newest cub, Dorian, well, has spent most of his time learning what his then parents had told him to. He's spent more time in Lupus because, well, according to his then parents, he needs to learn how to be a wolf. He's been a human with no idea of the Garou nation, and he's grown like that this his whole life. So now he has to learn how to be a wolf. So most of his time has been spent as in lupus form. He's been digging himself. He dug himself a den. He's not exactly looking really good right now. He's still learning how to make it. Um, he's been hunting. Well, he's been taught how to hunt. He's been other people have taught him about the tribes, and yeah, he also kind of tries and shifts to other forms to practice.
Hmm.
And well, the time he hasn't been spending trying to do all his this new Garou stuff has been talking to other members of the nation. They too have taught him about the tribes and the auspice, and well, now he's probably just making his way back from well, a another member of the nation gathered people and taught them how to dance his Hawaiian style dance. So he did actually quite kind of well, surprised his teacher and himself. But now he's probably just got it back and is working back on his den in Lupus, of course, because that helps. And Lupus, yeah, he's been told to stay in Lupus as much as he can.
Cool. So whereabouts on the sept are you? Sorry.
He's probably like is there an area where the Cubs are told to have their dens?
Yeah, there is.
So yeah, he's at his den, like digging, trying to make his den bigger to work. He's working on his den.
You will hear a growl outside the den.
Yep, he stops and he's been told, so he'll show his throat to when he turns around and sees a third den father.
Then father growls at him again. On your back. Then mother hasn't shown you how to do it properly.
Oh, okay, and he'll get on his back.
Good. I'll go over and nip your neck. Well, new cub. At least you're living the way Gaia taught us to, the way we're supposed to. You were born on two legs, correct?
Yes,
Well, it's a funny phrase, humans, when they say that. They normally crawl before they can walk, but
I didn't choose the term.
well, your lessons will start in earnest soon. First, the basics. You're going to come with me, okay?
And he'll nod. Well, yeah, he does, because he doesn't know how to say yes, Lucas. Yes.
You're going to see some things and you're going to have some questions. This is your time to ask. I hear there's a Homid phrase, which is there are no stupid questions. This is not the truth. In fact, I
Uh,
expect all your questions will be stupid.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
And what does that mean?
I mean, I don't. I thought you were going to say, well, that there were stupid questions.
Good. At least you're learning. Follow me. If you
And
see
he'll
other
follow.
Garu around the Sept, they all outrank you. Keep your eyes down. introduce yourself if prompted. Don't make me look bad, cub.
I'll try not to.
You had better. And Bites the Weak will wander out of the kind of cubby area towards the heart of the cairn. And as you follow, you'll be taken to the heart of the cairn. The heart of the cairn, you feel there's some deep connection here. It just feels like sometimes you'll just walk through a forest and you'll just come into a glen, and there's just something beautiful and perfect about this place. And you'll feel that magnified by 100. You feel a deep spiritual connection to this place and a deep knowledge that this is holy and this is important, and that if this place were to be violated, the world would be worse.
This place is... Sorry, go ahead. This place is kind of cool. Wait, it feels... And he'll think for a word. It feels pure.
It is pure, despite the efforts of the scar surrounding it. This is the heart of the cairn. This is where all of Gaia's beauty comes from. This is a sacred place. This is what we are protecting. You know of the Weaver and the Worm? Have you been told about them?
Somewhat quickly. I was told you and then Mother would tell me more about it.
Well, we will leave a deeper theology lesson for later. But the Worm is corruption, the Worm is death, the Worm is destruction. The Weaver is stagnation, the Weaver is stasis. The Weaver is well, you'll see. Human society is a combination of the Weaver and the Worm. It destroys the natural land, and then calcifies it, builds cities. An awful union between the two evil members of the Triad. The two corrupt ones, and the wild has nothing left, except in places like this. The wild is nature, the wild is pure. The wild is the fury of the typhoon, and the love of the mother animal. Remember that.
He'll just say yes.
One sec.
Raya.
Hey, sorry, I'm back.
Oh, good.
And he will just say, follow me. And the heart of the cairn is essentially a small clearing in one of the small woods in Central Park. You can actually see through, even though the foliage is thick, that even in the distance there are humans, and they can see it, but they don't seem to be paying any attention. But he will walk you towards the edge. Oh, sorry, no, he will walk you towards two of the trees meet and have great boughs over the overhead, and between them there is a kind of almost like an archway formed by the trees. And Bites the Weak will say some words in the Garu tongue, and a shimmering portal will appear between the two.
His eyes go big. Whoa, what's that?
This is a path between the two worlds.
between here and wait, I've been told the Umbra, right?
Yes. Being told is not the same as seeing. Go through, cub.
Yep. Okay, and he'll go through.
As you pass through, it's immediately very cold. It's like stepping into a cold, icy shower or waterfall. But you will pass through. On the other side, it is bright, and the first thing you will feel is the fresh air hit you. Like when you get off a plane in a cold country or you step outside, and you will take a moment for your vision to adjust. And you look out over onto almost like a painting of Central Park. It is beautiful. There are flocks of birds. You see animals that exist nowhere in Central Park aside from the zoo. The sun is bright. There is bird song in the air. The air is fresh. You even see in the trees around you willowy figures lounging on the branches. You look over to you for a moment, gracefully, and then look back, paying no more attention. This is the Umbra cub.
Whoa! And he'll look out. Wait, is that a monkey?
There's a higher form of humanity.
There are all these animals here. I never thought I'd see them in Central. Wait, is this technically still Central Park?
With the Umbra, there is no technically. It is a mirror reflection of the real world, as the real world is sometimes a mirror reflection of the Umbra. There is a symbiosis between the two. What you do in one does not directly affect the other, but it will have an effect. A pure glade that becomes polluted in the Tellurian.
Tellurian.
Try to keep up. This is what we call reality, where you were born. The place not of spirits.
And he'll just nod. Okay.
And if a place is polluted and putrefied, evil creatures will spawn. Creatures of the worm and of the weaver. Simultaneously, if you purified Umbracide, if you kill these creatures, pollution will not clean up, but it will be easier. It will be less persistent.
How do we clean it up?
Various ways. You are a full moon, I have been told.
Yes, a rune.
Yes, and a rune. You are a warrior. Your job will be direct. There are threats in both the Tellurian and the Umbra. Threats to Gaia and her purity. Threats to the honor of the nation and tribe. It is your job to destroy them. You will kill with righteous fury the enemies of Gaia and the wild. Understand? Do you think you're up for that?
I mean, I have to learn. If I'm not, so I don't. Do I really have a choice?
Quite correct. I find many hominids are obsessed with choice. It is not your place to choose, it is your place to do. So, we will continue. And he will walk off. The trees here are so much bigger, so much more bountiful and beautiful. There's fruit trees, there's bushes. It's just like a Disney version of Central Park. As you walk through, it is beautiful and it is stunning. Various creatures come and pay you a first piece of attention. Birds flitter down. Maybe some even land on your back. Plant spirits, often like looking human but not always, or kind of like dryadic creatures will lean in towards you, paying you some attention. When you step out onto the open plains, you see none of the buildings, lampposts and paths that normally mark Central Park, but meadows and forests. And there will be creatures there that will come and say hi. One sec, I'm just getting a knock on the door.
See, does he see his reflection anywhere? Because that's going to be a shock to him.
Sorry about the interruption, I'm back.
Oh, good. So yeah, I was asking, does he see his reflection anywhere? Because that's going to be like a shock to him.
Yeah, sure. Every pool appears to be reflective and beautiful and deep and blue. You see fishes and other things in them, but yeah, you can see reflection.
Yeah, because with the people thing, he looks. And he looks at his reflection like his eyes go big. Why do I look like that?
Why do you look like that?
Yes, there's like. I look like. It keeps changing, but it looks like there's like other people in front of me, like ghosts or something.
Hmm. Yes, there is an oddness to you, isn't there? And he's going to take a closer look at you and sniff. Strange. You have some kind of manifold spirit following you. I would look more into this. But for now, follow.
Okay, he'll follow, but he's very distracted between him looking different and all his like all the spirits. Saying hello, his eyes are his head. He's like very distracted.
As you walk, you will walk across the plains. There are herds of deer and sheep, and even some like bizarre creatures. There do seem to be plenty of like rats, but the rats are not being hunted. They are not like kind of like verminous rats. There's literally just like rats hanging out on rocks. They appear to be like more like kind of like almost like natural rats, like you might say like mice, like field mice or something. But you'll go along. And Bites the Weak will roll on his back in the middle of the field and do that kind of like doggy roll. He says, "Getting the scent of the city off me. It stinks."
Okay, Do you want me to do the same, Raya?
Yes, you stink.
Kind of looks down like, what the fuck? And then he'll roll.
So, tell me, what do you think of this place?
It looks amazing. It's breathtaking. It's beautiful. Feels good to be here.
Yes. The enemy designed nothing more than to destroy it.
Assholes.
Yes. Do you see what is outside the park?
He'll look.
You do see. Above the trees and the flocks of birds, you see looming spires. The skyscrapers and buildings of New York, but they seem magnified. They almost seem to lean in over the park, like covetous fingers, wanting nothing more than to crash down and begin pulling up and destroying this place. You do see among them giant webs. These things must be hundreds of feet across. And if you have good enough eyesight, you may even see like what looks small, but the distance they are, they must be huge spider-like creatures, standing as if almost on guard. You can see the rest of the city, Cub.
I do. It looks ominous.
Why is that?
I guess what you said. It looks like it's trying to destroy this place, to take
Why?
it over.
I have told you that the Umbra is a reflection of the real world. Why would the spirits of the city wish to destroy this place?
To have more territory?
Yes, but why? Why do they hate it?
Because they are of Worm and Weaver, and this place is wild.
And why do the Worm and the Weaver hate the wild? And why is the city of the Worm and the Weaver?
Sorry, what was that last question?
And why is the city of the Worm and the Weaver?
Weaver is change. Yes. So I guess it's
Incorrect. The Weaver is not change. The Weaver is stasis.
Oh, you see, it's what? Sorry.
The Weaver is stasis. I will give you the answer. They wish to destroy it because it is in humanity's nature, and the city is of humanity. Yes, yes, yes. Some of the Homids will tell you there are good humans, ones that work to help Gaia. But as a whole, they do not. Humanity is an enemy we cannot defeat. So we seek to preserve. Humanity covets the resources of this place. It wants to control it. In truth, it largely does. Central Park was built by them. It is a great coup of the Silverfangs and the Bone Gnawers that we have claimed this place back from the pale reflection of nature that it once was. Do you know those words, Silverfang and Bone Gnawer?
They're tribes. I was told Bone Lords are kind of I think. Well, there's one who's called Underdog. I met him, and they're kind of street wolves. They live among the people.
Yes, they're the Omegas of the nation.
And I was sorry.
They are the weakest, but they have their place, and it is an important one. Do not underestimate them.
And the Silverfangs, I was told, are the alphas of the nation, often.
Yes. Yes, the Silverfangs are our kings and leaders. There are other tribes, but again, that is a lesson for another time.
I was told I smelled like a stargazer.
Yes, the eastern wolves, uncommon in these parts. You are an enigma, Dorian.
I am? How come?
Strange spirits are paying you attention. You have a look of them about you. And your tribe is rare these nights.
Why is my tribe so rare?
I don't know. I think part of the issue is they cannot decide whether they wish to be part of the nation at all. They have issues with how it is run. And instead of being like the rest of us and putting your money where your mouth is, many of them have chosen to leave. But many remain. It matters not. But this is what you will be doing from now on. You will train with me and Den Mother. You will learn what it means to be Garu from us. You will interact with the other Garu of the Sept, those of your tribe and those of your Auspex primarily, and they will treat you what those mean. And then from all this information, many of it likely conflicting, eventually, once you are no longer a liability, you will choose your own path. And you will leave my venerated and wise guidance. And I will have another stupid cub to deal with.
Is stupid the word? I mean, we're just learning. Ignorant?
Stupid, ignorant. I do not care for your Homid distinctions. And you are stupid, questioning me. It will go much easier for you if you are receptive to my wisdom. They don't call me Bites the Weak for nothing.
I'd rather not find out why.
Then the most common word I will hear out of your mouth, most common words rather, are yes, Raya, no, Raya.
Okay, Raya.
Good. That will also do. Do you have any questions, stupid cub?
Sure, thanks. I do, but the ones I can think of right now, you told me were questions for another time.
Good. One other thing. You are not allowed to leave the Sept.
You're not.
Not
Den
in
Mother.
the Solarian, and especially not in the Umbra.
Yes, Den
If
Mother
he dies,
told me.
it will make me and Den Mother look bad. And if any of the other Garu of the Sept, especially those of Clear Frank, are giving you a hard time, let me know and I will speak with them. And he flashes his teeth. You are mine to victimize alone.
Gee, thanks, Raya.
He'll smile again. Well, Have the rest of the day off. Explore the Umbra. See the different spirits. Soak up Gaia's grace and beauty.
So I was told there are spirits there are spirits of, well, pretty much everything.
There are.
And he looks around. Yeah, that figures. I can see a lot of spirits.
Most of them are benevolent and friendly in this place. The prey spirits, do not bother them.
Okay, I won't. Unless told to, I won't attack any spirits here.
Yes, that would be wise. Well, go.
Yeah, y'all look around.
You look around and Bites the Week begins just like lolling and basking in the sun. And among the sounds of birds chirping, animals bleating, you hear a squeaky wheel.
Is that? I shall look around. Old person in a wheelchair spirit?
That's sort of the sound. I don't know. I can't do a squeaky wheel. I mean, as you look around, you can see an elderly woman, a very ugly elderly woman, with dirty clothes. Almost like you can almost see the smell that kind of hangs around her and this shopping cart that she's pushing along. And she, like, her back is bent. She's gripping the shopping cart with, like, for dear life. As she is approaching.
Is that a shopping cart in the Umbra?
She will pick up like what looks like, something that's shouldn't be picked up anymore. Yeah, that'll do nicely. She's gonna stuff it in the shopping cart.
What is that? What did you just pick up? It doesn't look right.
Oh, hello, young cop. Well. Fresh faces on set every day. It's such a surprise. Bad Bites the Week didn't even inform me we had a new cop.
I didn't?
Are you called Bites the Week?
No.
I figured. She would be a lot more blacker if you would.
Yes, I guess I would. And I would look different. I would have all these other faces in front of my face.
Yeah, I mean, faces, and one look like this, the other look like that, and you look like, you have a village of people running around. It's fine. So, tell me your name, little one.
I'm Dorian.
Hello, Dorian. I am Mother Larissa, but you can call me Mama L. Everybody else does it.
Oh, you're the alpha of the set.
Hey, right in one time, and she smiles, and you can see teeth missing, and some are black or brownish, and yeah, it doesn't look very pretty, but she's smiling broadly, and she's literally patting you on the head. There's a good boy now. Would you like some candy? I'm sure I have something in my cart for you.
She's like thinking.
Oh, you can take candy off strangers. Don't worry.
Where'd you find the candy?
Does it matter? It still tastes nice, like it's just bought from a store.
I guess if it tastes nice, but I hope it's not
Everything in my
soft.
shopping cart tastes nice. Trust me, the smell tells you differently.
Yeah.
It's like you're getting very conflicted messages here. Like your nose is telling you run away. So I guess the den father hasn't explained etiquette to you yet. So don't bother. I never do. I grew old without it.
Sorry, OC without what? I missed the part.
He said that I guess the den father didn't tell or explain the etiquette to you, and then she's sort of like, don't bother. I would grew old without it.
Oh no, sorry, yes. And he'll get out his belly and show his throat.
I said, don't bother. Get up, get up, get up. I'm not a Silver Fang. I'm not a Shadow Lord either. Don't tell him that. Arrogant little bastards. They're so adorable. And she'll finally, her face lights up. Aha! As she is as one of her hands is kind of like going further and further in the shopping cart. You're pretty sure that she should have hit the bottom already, but she keeps getting digger or digging deeper. I can't English anymore. Digging deeper and deeper and deeper until she finally pulls it back up and gets like a fish because you're in wolf form. The fact of the fish is it's still raw, it's still wriggling, it's still alive. You're pretty sure there's not like a river or a lake in her shopping cart, but yet she pulls out a live fish and she throws it at you. There you go, here's your dinner.
He'll catch it and like, how is that fish still alive?
Never ask a lady what's in her purse.
How is your bag so? I don't know. It looks already big, and then you. It's really confusing.
There, it's fine. Go tell the den father that you hunted and you caught a fish. He won't tell the difference. Now, hop along.
And he'll get up. Oh, I wish Cole puts it back down. The den mother told me that my father's name rang a bell to her. It was.
I mean, I can get many bells to ring. I'm having a few here, but what's the name?
Ukyo Koyamada.
Yeah, I know the fella. Pretty bright, pretty, well behaved, pretty famous. Yeah, he's been around here. A lot of people liked him. I liked him. He was decent.
I never met him.
Yeah, shame on you. It's sad, but if you wanna, you can just call him. He'll come.
How? I don't have his phone number or anything.
Well, then you're out of luck, aren't you? That was fun. April Fools.
He abetted me. I don't think that's.
If you want to, we can look into that. But you first grow big and strong. Eat your fish. It's full of vitamins. Now, tag along. Hop.
Thank you, Mother Luisa. Hello, Raya? Mother L. Raya?
Yeah. Something like that. You'll learn it. And the woman will, continue on her way. Squeak, 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 squeak.
And he'll I'll get the fish. Careful not to kill it, and bring it to the den father 2 bites a week. Robbie?
Sorry, I'm muted. Bites the Weak was lolling in the sun, and he sniffs as you approach. There are such glories and beauties to behold in this park, cub. And I am not one of them. Why are you here?
I caught something.
He sits up and looks. And he looks at it. He looks at you, looks at the fish. And he opens his mouth and you hear blub, blub, blub. Caught something. Well, this is a good lesson. You can learn that you should never lie to me. Unless you have permission of the Alpha of the Sept. Well hunted.
Thank you.
Well, kill it.
Wait, I thought couldn't kill things here.
It is a prey spirit. It is its place. Its essence will go back to Gaia. There is no cruelty in it. Unless you make it cruel.
So yeah, he'll eat it.
In the future, offer it to your elders first. This is our way. I'm satisfied, though I do not want it.
And as if someone is magically keeping an eye out on the situation, you'll hear a voice going through ringing through the forest. And don't forget to thank your prey!
Thank you, fish, for letting me eat you.
Well done.
Holy shit. He's like, holy shit, werewolves say grace too.
With both your curiosity and your belly sated, go and explore. Be back before nightfall. You will be up early in the morning.
And he'll nod and go. He'll discover the Umbra.
Mm-hmm. And with that, I think we can call it a scene.
I guess we can. Thank you, watchers, for watching. Thank you, players, for playing. And see you on another episode of Rage Across New York.